Update from Denver. It's the Chiefs out to an early lead over the Broncos. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Taylor going to try and hurry him to the line. On second down, here's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Here's Colton Schmidt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Garoppolo to throw on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football. Worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
Gonna throw, and it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver. It's the Chiefs out to an early lead over the Broncos. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
deep downfield for Ross. This is caught at the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards.
Forget height and catch radius. When you run the fade really well, run down the defender, kind of take him a little bit towards the middle of the field, and then fade to the sideline and give your quarterback some space, it can be executed that well, just as we saw.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They come out here in the eye. They run again with McNichols. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and flip.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. As they run the counter play. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. 30, 10, 5. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 24. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, Taylor. He's got Curse. A big gain of 31 on third down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
To throw is Taylor. To throw on third down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jordan Willis in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Quarter in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To throw on second down. Walsh Going deep downfield for Roll. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 76 yards. And the 49ers continue to roll. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Let's go! 538! 538!
On first down, it's Taylor. Complete outright to Kurz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Solomon Thomas in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Taylor. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's got his man. It's Kurz. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goop. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, the 40, the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Vinatieri now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw on second down. Taylor. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Solomon Thomas in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they got it here. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Walsh. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's going to float this one deep right side. The swing pass caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Being chased out left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adrian Claiborne able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run with McNichols, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And this looks to probably be the final play. One last shot for Taylor. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number.
People trying to say I'm only in the media. Got a cold with my dog.